YouTube, what it do? It's your boy TWB checking in for the final Monday Night Raw recap before Wrestlemania. This episode was kind of mediocre, kind of was short and sweet, a little bit straight to the point. Wasn't too much fanfare with this episode. Only kind of the main event segment kind of added some fanfare to that match, which will be the triple threat match. But this is going to be a short and sweet episode. We're just going to highlight all the key points of the show that I thought were important. So with that being said, let's get into the review. To kick off the show, Gunther delivered a fiery in-ring interview with Michael Cole, intensifying his feud with challenger Jey Uso. Gunther made an early entrance, prompting Michael Cole to join him in the ring for the scheduled interview. Cole began by referencing Jey Uso's recent declaration of fearlessness, but Gunther quickly interrupted, asserting that Jey was full of crap. He dismissed the crowd's yeet chants and stated, "Screw Jey Uso and everyone who stands by him." Gunther proclaimed himself as the greatest gift to WWE and the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time, emphasizing that he's been a champion for 80% of his tenure in the company. He warned that Jey's confidence will be irrelevant once the bell rings at Wrestlemania, vowing to defeat him for the fourth consecutive time. Addressing criticism of his recent attack on Jimmy Uso, Gunther insisted he was in complete control during the assault and ominously noted that if he had lost control, he would have done the same to Jey and drowned him in his own brother's blood. He concluded by expressing anticipation to call his mother after WrestleMania to share how much he enjoyed defeating Jey. So, straight to the point, short and sweet, added more fuel to the fire for Jey. And, we circle back with this later on in the evening with Jey cutting the promo as well. I loved everything about it. Like I said, I have a feeling this may steal the show. I'm a big Jey Uso guy. Says he's getting so much hate on the internet. I cannot wait for Saturday so he can prove everybody wrong. I cannot wait. Because he definitely wants to make up for the match he had with Jimmy last year. That was trash. And I was so hyped. I was telling everybody, man, they're going to steal the show. It's the Uso brothers. But when you wrestling somebody that's a mirror, literally an identical mirror of you with the same exact moveset, we couldn't get too much out of it. But this year, I know Jey got something in store. I feel like this will be his Sami Zayn moment, like last year when Sami Zayn defeated Gunther, and he had some moves in the chamber we never seen him do before, but he is able to pull them off on the grandest stage of them all, and he's able to shock everybody. 1, 2, 3, new world heavyweight champion. I cannot wait for that Raw after WrestleMania when he is the champ. So with that being said, let's get to the next one. The first in-ring action of the night was Liv Morgan facing Bayley in a singles match that served as a preview for their upcoming tag team clash at WrestleMania. The match was intense and competitive, with both women showcasing their skills and resilience. The bout began with Liv Morgan delivering a slap to Bayley, igniting a fierce exchange. Morgan took control early, executing a series of stomps and a drop kick that drove Bayley into the corner. Bayley responded with a Thesz press and multiple clotheslines, followed by a suplex that forced Morgan to roll out of the ring. Morgan attempted a trio of suplexes on the floor, but Bayley countered the third, sending Morgan crashing into the ring steps. Back in the ring, Morgan regained momentum with a codebreaker and a submission hold, but Bayley countered with a running knee and a sunset flip powerbomb into the corner. Morgan executed a codebreaker on the apron and a drop kick from the apron to the floor. She attempted a pinfall, but Bayley kicked out. Morgan then hit a missile drop kick, but Bayley reversed a subsequent move into a Bayley to belly suplex. As Bayley went for the pin, Raquel Rodriguez, Morgan's tag team partner, places Morgan's foot on the bottom rope, breaking the 3 count. The referee, distracted, did not see the interference. The match concluded with Bayley capitalizing on the chaos, delivering a final Bayley to belly suplex to secure the pinfall victory over Morgan. So, like I said, this entire episode, short and sweet, advancing storylines in their own way. So, Liv Morgan and Raquel are facing Bayley and Lila Valkyria for the tag team championships. And this was just a preview of it. Like I said, Lyra Valkyria was out there trying to, get into it with Raquel Rodriguez, but she kind of got beat up. So then Raquel was kind of able to interfere, but then Bayley, attacked her and kind of stopped her from interfering with the match. So short and sweet, straight to the point. Let's get to the next one. The next in-ring action was Rey Mysterio facing off against Julius Creed in a singles match that intensified the ongoing feud between the Latino World Order and American Made. The match began with Julius Creed asserting his strength, delivering a powerful lariat to Mysterio for an early near fall. Mysterio attempted to shift the momentum with a hurricanrana, but interference from Brutus Creed and Chad Gable disrupted his efforts. This led to a brawl involving both factions, prompting the referee to eject all parties from ringside. After the commercial break, Mysterio executed a Tijeras to send Creed to the floor, followed by a low suicide dive. Creed caught Mysterio mid-air, hoisting him onto the steel steps, but Mysterio escaped, causing Creed to collide with the ring post. Back in the ring, Mysterio delivered a Frankensteiner and a DDT, but Creed responded with a knee strike. The appearance of El Grande Americano distracted Mysterio, allowing Creed to attempt a roll-up, which which Mysterio kicked out of. Mysterio then hit a 619 and a slingshot splash to secure the pinfall victory. Following the match, El Grande Americano attacked Mysterio alongside Julius Creed. They fended off the LWO. Dragon Lee tried to intervene but was overpowered, leaving American Made standing tall. So this is just leading into the El Grande Americano match versus Rey Mysterio. So short and sweet, straight to the point. It was a really good match though. Julius Creed said on Twitter he's a huge fan of Rey Mysterio, so this is like a real defining moment of him in his career. I like that. I mean, everybody knows Rey Mysterio is a legend. Everybody loves Rey Mysterio. So I cannot wait to see Rey versus El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable. I do think Rey wins because I think I don't want to just speculate, but this possibly could be Rey's last WrestleMania. Who knows how he decides to go about his career. But I would like to see Rey win and unmask Chad Gable, of course. So with that being said, let's get to the next one. The next in-ring action was AJ Styles facing Karrion Kross in a pivotal match leading up to WrestleMania 41. The bout was a showcase of contrasting styles, Styles' agility and experience against Kross's brute strength and aggression. The match commenced with Kross asserting dominance, utilizing his power to keep Styles grounded. Accompanied by Scarlett Bordeaux, Kross delivered a series of punishing moves aiming to wear down the veteran. Despite the onslaught, Styles demonstrated resilience, absorbing the punishment and waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Seizing the opportunity, Styles shifted the momentum with a sudden burst of offense, culminating in his signature phenomenal forearm to secure the victory. As Styles celebrated the hard-fought win, Logan Paul made an unexpected appearance with a microphone in his hand and a smirk on his face. Paul taunted both Styles and the audience, capitalizing on the distraction. Paul delivered a loaded punch to Styles, followed by his finishing move to Paulverizer, leaving Styles incapacitated in the ring. So shout out to Karrion Kross putting in the maximum effort for this build versus AJ Styles and Logan Paul, ironically. So basically the story of the build is AJ Styles can't lose because then everybody in WWE loses, because it's like, how do you lose to a rookie and a guy that doesn't take wrestling seriously? Even though Logan Paul is a phenomenal athlete and an amazing wrestler, he's not like, a veteran. He's not one of the guys, type of thing. So I like how Karrion Kross was like the boogeyman of the feud, always trying to talk AJ Styles into going to the dark side to get the job done. So shout out to Karrion Kross. But like I said, short and sweet, straight to the point, build toward the feud, toward the match at WrestleMania. I think AJ Styles does win, but AJ Styles is unselfish. He possibly could lose to Logan Paul, and then it starts to downward spiral into a heel turn. That's what I could expect. But with that being said, let's get to the next one. The next segment was Jey Uso delivering a heartfelt promo that resonated deeply with the audience. Jey Uso made his entrance to the crowd, standing atop the announce table to address his fans. He acknowledged the presence of his mother in the audience and candidly spoke about his mental state, admitting, "Hell yeah, I'm crashing out," but emphasized that he was locked in for his family and the fans. Responding to earlier comments from World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, Jey interpreted them as signs of fear and anger, asserting that Gunther was mad and afraid of the impending title match at WrestleMania. He concluded his speech by requesting his music be played again, engaging with the crowd's enthusiastic yeet chants. So, like I said, short and sweet, straight to the point, advancing the storyline. Jay's locked in, Gunther's locked in, but everybody's on the same page from these promos. So like I said, I'm not gonna speak too much on it. Banger incoming. Do not be shocked if this is a TWV 5-star. I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping extremely highly of this match. Like, Gunther is a generational talent, very underappreciated probably in my opinion. Jey Uso, this is his Jeff Hardy moment. If you know, you know. But I cannot wait for this match. I'm gonna just keep saying that. But with that being said, let's get to the next one. The next in-ring action was Penta El Zero Miedo facing Finn Balor in a highly anticipated singles match. This bout was a showcase of contrasting styles, Penta's explosive lucha libre offense against Balor's calculated aggression. The match began with Penta launching an immediate assault, delivering a dropkick and a tope con giro before the bell. He followed up with a game of Gary and a diving crossbody, securing an early near fall. Balor countered with a front kick and attempted a La Crasita, but Penta evaded and continued his offense with a handstand double stomp in the corner. Balor regained control with a dropkick and a reverse chinlock, followed by slingshot stomps. He executed an inverted headlock elbow drop on the apron as the match went to commercial. Upon return, Balor hit a superplex for a near fall. Penta responded with a tijeras, lariats, a super kick, and a lung blower, but Balor kicked out. As the match intensified, Dominic Mysterio and Carlito appeared at ringside. Balor attempted a schoolboy pin to miss the distraction, but Penta kicked out. After a series of exchanges, Balor executed a sling blade and a shotgun dropkick, setting up for the coup de grace. However, Braun Breaker interfered, spearing Balor and causing a disqualification. Post-match chaos ensued as Breaker also speared Dominic and Carlito and speared Penta as well, showcasing his dominance and, building toward their match at WrestleMania. So, Short and sweet, straight to the point. Like I said, this show is literally just focusing on the main points and kind of advancing the storylines to get that final push in. Because this is the last Raw, so Friday will be just SmackDown oriented, getting their final push in before WrestleMania. But like I said before, I think Dominic Mysterio pins Finn Balor. This leads to Finn Balor, post WrestleMania getting kicked out of Judgment Day. Finn Balor turns face, and then I hope we push Finn Balor into the main event tier. Like, he's been kind of floating around this tag team middle tier division for about 2.5, 3 years now, with sudden bursts into the main event here and there. But I feel like we should push Finn Balor again. That's just my personal opinion. Let's let Finn get a true world title run right now. Maybe he can get a 3-month, 6-month joint. Doesn't need to be long. But I feel like he should be Jey Uso. That would be, with Jey Uso as the world heavyweight champion, I would be cool with Finn Balor taking the belt off of him. Finn get a little 3-month, 6-month run, and then we can figure out who takes it off of him. But with that being said, let's get to the next one. Main event segment showcased Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Roman Reigns delivered a compelling segment that significantly impacted the storyline leading into the WrestleMania main event. Roman Reigns entered the arena to a substantial ovation accompanied by his longtime advocate Paul Heyman. Upon entering the ring, Heyman attempted to hand Reigns a microphone, but Reigns declined, choosing instead to retrieve his own mic. Addressing the Sacramento crowd, Reigns commanded them to acknowledge him, which they all did with enthusiastic chants of OTC. The atmosphere shifted dramatically when Seth Rollins made his entrance, confronting Reigns in the ring. The tensions escalated as Reigns attacked Rollins, sending him to the floor. Paul Heyman expressed his approval, but the situation took a surprising turn when Reigns shoved Heyman to the mat, signaling a potential rift between the two. CM Punk then entered the fray, attacking Reigns and checking on Heyman. However, Reigns quickly recovered, delivering a spear to Punk. Rollins re-entered the ring, striking Reigns with a chair and delivering stomps to both Reigns and Punk, leaving Heyman visibly distraught as the segment concluded. So, we lit fire under everybody because now Punk got beef with Roman, of course, for pushing Paul because that's his best friend in real life. Seth hates Punk, so that's beef already. And then Seth just hit Roman in the back with a chair. Back in 2014, Shield callback. If you know, you know. So it's gonna be beef all over this match, and it deserves to be the main event. And man, it is going to be a brawl. I hope they get a good amount of time because it's going to be amazing. And with that being said, it's your boy TWV checking in and checking out. I'll catch you tomorrow for the NXT recap. And after that, I will see you in Las Vegas. Peace.